We've seen on YouTube plenty of study cases of AI automations for e-commerce, for SMMA, but today I'm going to present to you how at Nexem AI we've automated the workflow of a plumbing company, from building them an AI voice assistant to help their clients make booking and also leave inquiries for their team, to build them a custom CRM to manage their task, and how we've automated their invoice process in review collection. So for those who may be wondering where I am, my name is Rude Jude Lee Joseph, but you can call me Jude. I'm a 23-year-old university student located in Taiwan, and I'm also the founder of Nexem AI, which is an AI automation agency that helps businesses integrate AI into their workflow. For this specific company, the biggest problem that they had was that the CEO was missing very important calls for clients. And in the plumbing world, things move really fast. If a client calls you and you're not available, they just move on to another plumbing company. Therefore, the first thing we did was to build them a custom AI voice assistant that could take customers' information for later booking and also leave important messages for the CEO. At this point, I think you're all familiar with VAPI. VAPI is the platform that we use to build those custom AI voice agent. So for this company, this is the prompt that we use. This is the role. This is the task. This is the instruction that we give to the AI when someone calls in. If the caller wants to book an appointment, ask for the caller's name, email, phone number, location where there is need for plumbing services. Ask the caller what plumbing services he or she need. Use the booking tool and wait for a response. Okay. After receiving the response, This is another set of instruction. If the caller wants to leave a message for the CEO, ask for the caller's name in order for you to relay the message. Ask the caller for the content of the message. She wants to pass on to James. Here we use GPT-4 Omni cluster. We didn't include any knowledge base. We receive the information from the AI assistant through the webhook, and then we input that information in the plumbing company's Airtable database, and then we send a webhook response that tells the agent that the information has been successfully processed, and then the AI is gonna tell the caller that we've booked them successfully, and then that the plumbing company would reach out to them shortly. So the second automation a response to the AI. Now we are inside of Airtable. For those who may be wondering what Airtable is like a spreadsheet, but on steroid. You can do so many things with Airtable. You can do automation. You can also do a lot of customization inside of it. This is where all the customers' information who want to make a booking is gonna land. So here, all those informations are fake. So please do not try to send an email to johnjean@gmail.com because it's not a real email. Here's the second field where if a customer wants to leave a message to the CEO, the AI voice assistant is going to take the content of that message with the person's name, phone number, and will input them into this database. So again, all of those names are fake. All of those phone numbers are also fake. So this is just for testing purposes, so I can show you how the system works. Now, this is the interesting part. So what I did here is that I created a calendar view inside of Airtable where they can put their bookings. This is essentially a task tracker. When I click on here, This is gonna have the customer's name, the start and end date. This is what the CEO or one team member will input, the phone number of the client, the status. So usually the status is automatically on to do, and then when the job is done, they just toggle the done option. And then this is the email. Well, this is my personal email. Job ID. So Airtable is gonna automatically give an ID to that record. This is the amount that the job is gonna cost, and this is the status of the invoice. So if the invoice hasn't been sent yet, it's gonna be a not yet automatically. And then one person just have to click here and click on created. And the address here, I input Taiwan, and here we have the description. So for a plumbing company, we can just write plumbing services. My typing is not good. Yeah, plumbing services. What we did here is that we ran an automation in the backend. A lot of people don't know that, but you can actually run automation inside of Airtable. We have an automation that's going to be triggered when a record satisfies certain conditions. So when status is toggled as done, amount is not empty, and invoice is created, and description is also not empty. So what's going to happen is Airtable is going to automatically run a script. So this script takes the record ID that matches all of these conditions and then send that record ID to this webhook URL. So you can see here, this is the URL of the webhook that we have inside of make.com. This piece of code takes the record ID and then automatically send that record ID to the webhook. Inside of Make, our webhook will receive the ID of the record that met all the conditions that we set. And then inside of Airtable, we're gonna pull out that record's information, and then we're gonna go inside of the plumbing company's QuickBooks database to search if that customer already exists. And what we're gonna use to check if that customer already exists is the email of the customer. If the email of the customer is already inside of the QuickBooks database, so we already know that this is not a new customer. Here we use a router that will split the scenario into two different alternatives depending on whether the customer exists or not. So if the customer already exists, we're gonna go inside of their QuickBooks database. We're gonna get that customer's information. We're gonna create an invoice, and then we're going to send that invoice. If the customer does not exist, we're gonna create that customer inside of QuickBooks, then use that customer's information to create an invoice, and then we will send that invoice. And after we send that invoice, we will also send an email to the customer that asks them to leave a review on the company's Yelp page. If we were to quantify how much time we saved for the person who used to take the calls, create the invoices, also do the schedule, the CEO used to do all of this work just by himself. It used to take the CEO 2 hours per week to do all of this work. Let's suppose that his hourly rate is $100 per hour. It's probably way more than that. We multiply that $100 times 2 hours per week equals to $200. And if we multiply 200 per the number of weeks in a year, which is 54, we are able to save him around 10,800 USD. And if we minus that by the amount it cost him to get this automation set up, which is 3,500 USD, he's still able to save around 7,300 USD per year. These kind of AI automation systems are built to help busy people do their job more effectively. And at Nexem AI, we're able to implement those kind of systems that are inside of businesses in order to help them save time and also save a lot of money. This is the end of the video. The automation template will be found in my Discord channel. You will see a link in the description. If you are a business owner looking to build those type of AI voice assistants and automation for your business, you will see a link in the description, and you can schedule a free discovery call with my agency Nexem AI, and we will see how we can help you. Don't forget to like and smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Let's bring AI to the people. Peace.